Given that's how we live it. Don't be mad at the system, it's simply how we've existed.
Doctors told me and my parents I was able to have a quirk, but it just wouldn't develop as fast as others. But they also said I may never have one. It was the first day of first grade. I was 7 when I got my quirk. I was furious with my mom for making me go when she knew I'd get bullied for being quirkless. As soon as my mom dropped me off and I set foot on the school grounds, all eyes were on me. Most of the kids there were from my earlier school years and knew I was quirkless. The rest, well, they heard rumors from the others, mostly from one in particular. 9 years ago, my mom had dropped me off at school. I watched her drive away. Hesitantly, I faced the school entrance. I clutched my backpack's handles and reset on my shoulders. I can't believe Mom made me come. I've gotten bullied so much. For once, just once, I wanted a break. There are plenty of quirkless kids. I won't be the only kid there without one, right? Just go in there and keep your head down. No one will bother you if you're not seen. I adjusted my backpack and took a deep breath, then started walking towards the school grounds. As soon as I stepped foot in there, I saw kids showing off their quirks, or kids who had transformation quirks. I only saw a few kids who might be quirkless. I made my way to the double doors that led inside the school. I was about to step up on the first step, but I was stopped by a kid. "What's up, nerd girl?" he smirked. Ka-chan or Katsuki Bakugo, but I've known him since kindergarten, so it's Ka-chan to me. Ka-chan. I spot noticing his two bum loser friends behind me. "Still quirkless, huh?" He chuckled with a lopsided smile. As his ash blonde hair a mess as usual, and his red eyes looking down at me. Even though we're the same age, he's taller than me. "Yeah, so what?" I've asked, trying to look up at him. "You're still a meanie." His fist clenched at that. "Now listen here, you little shit. I ain't mean. I'm stronger than you, and you just can't handle it." He spat on my face, inching closer to me. Every time he inched towards me, I inched backwards. "I'm going to be a pro hero when I grow up, and you'll still be a quirkless user, just like Deku," he chuckled. I was about to pipe in defend myself, but then I saw a mop of green hair in front of me. "Izuku? What in the world does he think he's doing? He's quirkless. He can't possibly stand up to Ka-chan and his explosion quirk." "Leave Sato alone, Ka-chan," Izuku explained, raising his arms in front of me, blocking Ka-chan. "Deku," Ka-chan glared, his fist balling up tighter. "Hey, don't call me that." I started, but Kachan growled and glared at me, which made me shut up. Kachan's attention went back to Izuku. You really think you can be a hero without a quirk? Kachan laughed out. Pathetic. Even if I don't have a quirk, I can still protect people, Izuku stated. I could tell he was scared, though. He was physically trembling, and I know Kachan can see that because of the smirk on his face grew wider. Just get out of my way, nerd. What are you gonna do to Sato? Izuku asked, still trembling in fear. I was slightly scared, gripping the back of Izuku's shirt, trying to keep the tears from rolling down my face. Teach her not to call me mean and call me strong instead, Kachan answered, while cracking his knuckles. My grip on Izuku's shirt tightened, but it wasn't because I was scared. I was angry. He is mean. He's not strong. Help the weak, not prey on them. No, Izuku stated. What was that, Deku? No, Kachan, I won't move. I won't let you hurt Sato, Izuku explained, firming up his stance. Fine. I'll just punch you and Sato. With that, Kachan wound his right arm back, his hand balled up, ready to punch Izuku. I was angry, so angry. My heart was beating so fast, it felt like it was going to come out of my chest. I let go of Izuku's shirt and balled my hands up into a fist. Don't call him Deku, I exclaimed. I felt heat radiation coming from my hands, but it wasn't hurting me. I was surrounded by flames, which made Izuku and Kachan goons fall, revealing to Kachan. He looked at me blankly, then his expression turned into a furious one. You were hiding your quirk from me this whole time? Kachan snarled. But I don't have one, I whimpered, my anger dissipating back to fear, and my hands started trembling. What's going on? The flames in front of me disappeared, but the heat was still radiating from my hands. I was trembling, scared, and confused. This was my. I realized Izuku was on the ground in front of me, trembling and holding his left hand. I immediately kneeled down. Izuku, are you okay? I asked, hovering my hand over him, afraid to touch him because of what happened. I'm okay. A flame just got on my hand, that's all. He smiled up at me. I could tell he was in pain, though. Wimp, Kachan scoffed. With that, he walked away, his goons following behind him. A few minutes later, the school nurse came, and she healed Izuku's hand and checked me over. 1 hour later, my mom came and picked me up. Ever since that day, I was homeschooled. My mom finally realized the bullying was too much, even if I had a quirk now, whatever it is, present. It's the day of UA high entrance exam. I took the written exam yesterday. To say at the least, it was nerve-wracking. I dreamed of going to UA for as long as I can remember, but when my quirk didn't show up for a while, When I was little, I almost gave up my dream for being a hero and UA. But after the first day of first grade, I never gave up. I trained and figured out my quirk right after I got it. The doctor explained my quirk as an element quirk. I can make and control fire. I haven't seen Izuku or Kachan since that day. I really should call him Bakugo though. He's no childhood friend of mine. But if I remember correctly, all those years ago, both Bakugo and Izuku wanted me to attend UA when they grew up. I doubt either of them gave up on that. I know them well enough to know that. I brush my teeth and my hair. I don't have a uniform from my junior high to wear like others do, so I made do with my own. I threw on a dark blue shirt, a plain white button-up, some black knee-high socks, and my black combat boots. I don't know if this is an okay outfit, but it's all I've got. I stuffed my training clothes with my tennis shoes in my backpack and grabbed my dark blue blazer, then headed downstairs. I checked my clock on the way out. Crap, I'm late, I explained, zooming down the stairs. I made a beeline for the front door. Bye, Mom, bye, Dad, I called out as I passed them at the kitchen table. Good luck, Mom said with a smile. Dad met me at the door and opened it for me. You've got this, kiddo, he smiled. Then he kissed me on the forehead. Now go on. You don't want to be late, he chuckled. I smiled and bowed my head, thanking him before I ran off. I have school to get into. So that is part 1. I hope you enjoyed. Part 2 will be coming out soon. Bye.